Sup guys? It's story time. Yeah. This story is great. This happened with some of my friends, and this was back in I think 8th or 7th grade, right? So back then, I used to play chess in a chess club, but like it started getting too competitive after that grade, So I was like, I kind of don't want to play anymore. I played it for fun, right? And so we used to go to tournaments on Saturdays. Sadly, I wish it was like during the weekday or something, but it was on Saturday, and we went to a high school where they were setting up the tournament. And every time that I would go to one of the tournaments, again, I didn't really like competition, so I would decide to just win 3 times, right, which is enough for a trophy. And then I would just kind of like not really care about the next 2 games, because it was 5 games. If you win 5 games, you're like, top tier. But there was some really good people, obviously. But I'd always just try and win 3 games. But this time we were at this high school. And this high school, it was 2 stories. It had a separate little place away from the tournament that was happening, which I think was in the cafeteria. I'm not sure. I don't remember that much of detail. But what I do remember in great detail was that we would have a break after 3 rounds, right? We would have lunch, and then it would be the next 2 rounds. So in between the rounds, right, during lunch, me and my friends, after eating, to be honest, I never took anything to eat, so I kind of just always starved. But that time, we got something to eat, and after we finished eating, we saw that there was stairs to go up to the roof, right? And they were outside the school, They were outside the school, and then you could see them go up across the wall. And there was some kids up there who were already up there, and they were just looking over the city or whatever, because downtown was pretty close by. It looked great, And after that was actually before eating. And then once we finished eating, my friends were like, "Hey, do you want to go up to the roof where those kids were?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, cool, yeah." And my second friend also decided to go. And then this little couple over there that was really weird and gross, who also went to the chess tournament, wanted to go, and I was like, But we decided to take them anyways, and there was no like restriction line or police tape or even a sign that said please don't go up the stairs or something like that, right? So we just went up the stairs. Nobody said anything. They didn't even look at us. So we were like, okay, this is fine then. Yeah. We started going up the stairs, and we get on top of the roof of the first story because it's in sections. You go upstairs and you're on top of the roof of the first story, and then you go up a ladder and you get on top of the second story roof. We messed around a little bit on the first story roof. We were just, just fucking around, saying dumb stuff. I don't exactly remember what it was, but then we were all like, should we go to the second floor, right? Because that's where the other kids were. I'm pretty sure the kids were gone by then, and by that I mean like they were gone because we did go up there. Hint, hint, foreshadow. So we did decide to go up there. Only 3 of us though. The little couple stayed down there, and we climbed up to the top. We looked over to the city, and it looked so great. It was the most beautiful thing. It was totally worth almost getting arrested. So we're sitting up there just looking at the amazing scenery, and we hear a voice call, and it's like, "Hey, you guys, get down here." And I'm like, what was that? Like somebody calling us? And so we look over the edge, because we're pretty far back, you can't really see the ground, and nobody can really see us. So we look over the edge very slightly, and there's a little old lady cop, with another old, tall black dude. and he's also a cop and stuff. I said that really weirdly. But point being, they were both there and they were waiting, and we're like, fuck. And we instantly knew this is not gonna go well. Even if we instantaneously go down there, right then and there, we're fucked. No matter what we say, because they're old, they're not gonna want to be wrong. So they're gonna completely ignore any of the other facts that there was nothing telling us to not go there. Nobody told us to not go there. There was people already up there, and they're just gonna completely ignore that. So we get back so they can't really see us, and we're like, so what are we gonna do? And I'm like, let's jump off the other side. we totally were thinking of doing a whole runaway thing, and we're all like, we gotta like flip our shirts inside out. They're gonna totally know who we are. We're like the only ones with maroon shirts, because we had team shirts, right? The logo on them were so cheesy. It said something like, I don't know, it had a really cheesy phrase on there, and it was gross. But we were up there, and we're like, not freaking out, but we're definitely like, fuck, man, this is, they're gonna be nagging at us, and it's gonna be so dumb. And we're like, okay, if we run and we get caught, that's gonna be even worse. We're probably gonna go to jail. And I was, of course, me again being the dumbest, was like, I'm okay with that. I was like, how long would that be in jail? But we look over the edge on the other side, not where the cops are, and we're like, we totally could jump. It's a 2-story building, but there's really like indented windows. So if we just like hang over the edge, there's a ledge. We can just stand there and then jump down a little bit more, like hang from the ledge, and then jump down more to the next window and then down. So it'd be like a small process. It'd be kind of slow. And we're like, oh man, are we really just gonna jump over the edge and run and hope they don't see us? And like they probably got cameras or something. And in the end, I'm just like, fuck it, man, let's just go. And we have this climb down the ladder of shame. We start going down the ladder, and they're like staring at us. And then there's this not old, why do I think everybody's old? At the time, everybody was old, but we see this mom, and she's staring at us with her little kids, and the kids are staring at us, and we're like, don't look at us. Well, not really, that's just in there for funny effect. But we then go down the stairs, and then she's like, what were y'all guys doing up there? She had this really hard, like, southern accent. It was super hard. I could barely understand her. And that really caused problems, because she kept saying stuff to us, and we were like, excuse me? We were trying to be really polite. We were like, excuse me? Oh, sorry, can you say that again? Stuff like that, right? But then, as I said before, and I knew it was gonna happen, she completely started ignoring what we were saying, no matter what it was. We could have been like, somebody literally had us at gunpoint and told us to go up there, and she totally would have been like, I don't care, why were y'all guys up there? But we go down there and we explain to her that there was some kids already up there, so we thought we could go up there. And then she's like, why did y'all guys think you would go up there? Did anybody say y'all could? And I was like, well, no, but there was people already up there, so I would have guessed, and nobody said anything up to them either, so I would have guessed that we could have gone up there, right? And she's like, well, y'all can't. What, you think 2 wrongs make a right, or something like that, right? Right? And I was like, you gotta fucking me. And I started like getting so pissed at this point. I was like, oh my god. And this is where my friend comes in, and he goes like, well, why didn't you guys put any sign or maybe like police tape or something that tells you not to go up there, right? And then she looks at him with like this exaggeratively shocked face, and she like makes sure to make it look like she's really shocked or whatever. And the other cop is just sitting there. He knows that she's just being a piece of shit. She just knows she's being a bitch at this point. And we start going, because he didn't even say anything either. I'm pretty sure the only thing he said was, you guys weren't supposed to be up there. And he says it in like a really chill voice too. So I'm gonna say, shout out to him, he was cool. And this white lady, she's like really white, man. Even her hair was white. And that's probably because she was old. But it wasn't like gray. It was like white. Like actually white. And she's being like completely uncooperative. We're trying so hard to keep our cool and not completely start screaming at this lady, because we know we're probably gonna get kicked out if we do. So we completely start just asking her questions about why, it's like, how did you guys know we were up there in the first place? Like, what made you guys come here? And then apparently it was a lady. And I was like, it was that fucking lady with the kids. And I was like, that's why she was there. She was the only parent there. Actually, she was the only person there. Oh, man. And there was nobody even telling us we couldn't go up there. And why didn't you put, like, a guard or something if there was somebody already there? And she was getting mad. She's like, don't talk to me like that. And I was like, what? We weren't like screaming. You can see, by the way, I like looked around to be like, showing that she's completely being insane at this point. But she decides to then go to our little leader or whatever, which is the teacher that's chaperoning us there, right? But the thing is, what she doesn't know is I used my trap card. Me and the teacher are like best buds. Okay, not best buds, but like, he was a really cool teacher. Like, he got the fact that she was being like a total asshole at this point. And so when she went up there, or not when she went up there, when we went to our teacher, right? I'm not gonna say his name, but I'm gonna call him Mr. Giggle. Okay. She starts explaining that we went up there and that we were running around and horsing around or whatever. And my friend, because he doesn't like take shit from authorities, when they start to lie about you or anything like that. So he's like, we weren't running around, we were just looking over to the city. We even took a picture and stuff like that, right? We weren't running around or screaming or anything like that. And then this lady, no, actually the teacher, Mr. decides to be like, it's like, shush, just shut up, right? Because he knows if she gets pissed off a lot or whatever, then we're gonna get kicked out and whatnot. We can't have that. He wants to win. He wants to win the tournament, so like, we can't have that. And he actually did tell us afterwards that he just didn't want us to get kicked out because he wanted to win one of the trophies for the school. So that's completely like the whole reason. He was trying to get her away as fast as possible. But she keeps on like lying, saying that we were throwing stuff from the top and then we were screaming, and then when we went down we were giving her an attitude and we were refusing to go down and stuff like that. And at this point we're just looking at her and we're trying to give her like the most what the fuck are you talking about look, right? And the thing is, we couldn't do anything about it because she was the security, which means she could have kicked us out if she wanted to, right? She even said it. She was like, you guys could have gone, or she said, you guys could go to jail for trespassing and endangerment of children or something like that, or I don't know, some other stuff, code 4, 39er, I don't know what that is. Yeah, but afterwards, they leave. And our teacher decides to tell us while she's there, actually, that we're not gonna be doing any more of the rounds in the tournament, right? But when she leaves, and we're all like, what, why not? She's lying or whatever. And he's like, I know, you guys can go. It's whatever. It's fine. And we were like, oh, thank God. But I got so pissed off at that lady. Like, I swear, when we were leaving, we were totally gonna throw something at her, but we decided not to because we're mature adults and she's not. So, like, but yeah, like, that lady sucked, you know. I hate it when cops or anybody with high authority does that. When they go to, I guess, an even higher power or something, and then they try and lie or something so that they can get onto their side. It's dumb. Yeah, it's like really dumb. I really hate it. But that's it. That was the whole story. That's how I guess we could have gotten arrested. And if we totally did jump off the other side, we totally could have gotten arrested. That I'm pretty sure that would have happened because it would have been running away from the authorities. And she was like an actual cop. It wasn't like, you know, security guard type of thing. You know, she was like an actual cop. She had the squad car or whatever. Not squad car. She had the police car parked where she was at. So I guess somebody called the police. I don't think she was like security cop there. I think the other guy who didn't really give a shit was the security because he stayed there. But yeah, lesson being, next time, you know, just jump off the other side and, you know, flip your shirts inside out. Make sure to always have an escape plan. That's the moral of the story, you know. So that's it. You know, what are the things that people used to say? Favorite, like, comment, subscribe for my V-Bucks giveaway. Yeah. Well, whatever. I'll see you guys next time, I guess. Goodbye.